What's poppin', everyone? Wait a minute, do people still say that? Anyways, today's video is going to be just that. Poppin', as in jalapeno popper. But you know what? Not just any popper. We are going to be making a jalapeno popper chaffle. Now, this is technically my first it's my first chaffle video that I'm posting. However, it's going to be the second one that I'm making. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I will be telling you a little bit more about why that is. So with all that being said, let's get into making this jalapeno popper chaffle. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is take your jalapenos and cut them down the middle lengthwise. Next thing we're going to do is take out all the seeds and the veins. Remember, a lot of the heat is in the seeds, so if you want a little hotter, go ahead and leave them in, but in this case, we're taking them out. Now we're going to season our jalapenos with a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. Now we're going to want to spray a nonstick pan with some nonstick cooking spray. I'm using avocado oil. And then you're going to want to add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And then go ahead and add your peppers to the pan, backside down. And the goal here is to get a nice char on the backside of the pepper. So what you're going to want to do is cook it on a slightly higher heat. And then I put a lid on it so that way not only does your oil not splatter, but it also traps the heat. Next, place an egg in a dish and you're going to season with salt, pepper, garlic salt, and paprika. Now go ahead and grab a fork or a whisk and just go ahead and give that egg a good beating. Just make sure that you get rid of all of the clear egg and it is nice and airy. Doing that will give you a light and fluffy chaffle. Now we're going to check on our jalapenos and we're going to carefully flip them over. Now what we want on our jalapenos is a nice char. That char is going to be where a lot of the flavor in the jalapeno lies. Then we're going to grab our lid, throw it back on the pan, and just cook it for a little bit more. I'll go ahead and spray your preheated waffle maker with nonstick spray. Now go ahead and take your cheddar cheese. I'm not really measuring because I'm not checking the macros on this, so I'm just kind of covering the bottom of it and making sure I don't miss too many spots. Then I'm just going to take my egg mixture and just pour it in the middle of each of the sides. And then I'm just going to move my waffle maker around a little bit, just making sure that it's nice and even. And once you do that, just go ahead and take some cheddar cheese and give it about the same amount that you did on the bottom. Then go ahead and close the lid and let it cook for a couple minutes. Then open it back up. Check the corner, see if it lifts up. If it does, it's usually ready, but we're making a sandwich out of this, so we want it a little bit more firm. So we'll just close it down for another minute or two. And then once it's ready, we'll take it and remove it and set it off to the side to cool a little. Now in a small bowl with 1 ounce of cream cheese, add 1 tablespoon of bacon bits, and then go ahead and throw it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. You just want it soft enough to where you can mix it easily with a fork. Now go ahead and take 1/2 of your chaffle, and with a spoon or spatula, just go ahead and spread it out, trying to get it in all the nooks and crannies. Next thing we're going to do is remove our jalapenos from our pan. Now remember, the longer that they're in the pan, the more mild they're going to be. Now go ahead and take your jalapenos and place them on your cream cheese and bacon mixture. Place your lid on top and we have our jalapeno popper chaffle. And there we go, jalapeno popper chaffle. It's got everything. It's got the cheese, the cream cheese, the jalapenos, the bacon. Let's dig into this thing and see how it turned out. Oh, good. I like that. I could use a little more cream cheese in there, so we'll up that a little bit next time, but the peppers are perfect. Got just enough heat. Now remember, keep in mind that when you cook jalapenos, the longer you cook them, the more mild they are. So if you want a hotter popper, then just cook them a little less. If you want a more mild, more like a slightly spicy green pepper, then cook it for a longer time. But that char on the jalapenos really coming out. Got that cream cheese, the bacon. It was really good. Definitely give this a shot. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the chaffle video that I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the video. Now I'm already working on it. It's another chaffle recipe, but I'm spending a little bit more time on that one because this one's going to be a big collaboration. Now Nasine over at Keto Mama, she wants to get together with a bunch of creators to do a big chaffle get together. I'm working on that video. It's supposed to be out in about a week and a half. So in the meantime, I wanted to make another recipe, and that was this one. I really wanted a popper, but I already did a popper recipe in the air fryer, so I wanted to try one with a chaffle, and I'll tell you, it really worked out. I'm happy with it. So like I said, you know, make a little changes, add a little bit more cream cheese next time, but you know what? It was still very delicious. So make sure you keep coming back for more recipes, including that one and many more. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Stay awesome, and I'll see you soon.